Two of the most accurate indicators of adulthood, beside your age and your stature, physical stature, are your ability to constantly make decisions and the gracefulness with which you assume responsibilities for your decisions. If there is anything that separates boys from men, girls from women, ladies, is the ability to make decisions. The marketplace is constantly looking for that man and that woman who have the ability to arrive at a decision. The first indicator is this: you need to arrive at decision. If there is anything that separates those people who earn more, those people who are elevated to positions of responsibility, enviable positions in our society, in our community, is this: decision making. The president holds that position they hold because of their ability to decide what resources will go to which region, which resources will not go to which regions, and why. There are two important words that will inform your longevity at the marketplace: why and how. Whosoever knows why will always be the boss. In any marketplace, if you want to understand who makes decisions, who determines, who influences, it is that man, it is that woman who knows why. The person who knows why we are doing what we are doing, how we are doing what we are doing, and when we are doing what you're doing, that individual will always be lumped with responsibility. That individual will always find people beating a path to their doorpost. So the most important thing that all of us need to ask for ourselves is, do I know why? Do I understand why? Why am I doing what I'm doing in my business? Why am I doing what I'm doing in my career? Why have I assumed this position in my business? Why have I assumed this position in my career projection, in my career trajectory? It is said, he who knows why will always be the boss. The other word is how. He who knows how will always find employment. You know how things work. You know how things are meant to be put together. Such an individual will always be put to effective use. So which word would make more appeal to you? Are you more interested in knowing why? And at this point, I would actually interact with you in the comment section. Just tell me the word why impresses upon me, the word how impresses upon me. So the marketplace is segmented on the basis of those two wording. There are those people amongst us who know how, and they will always find employment. There are those people amongst us who are constantly being sought after. There are those people amongst us who are constantly being head-hunted. It's because they know why. If you just want to elevate yourself beyond your peers, just know why. If you want to elevate yourself beyond your competition, above your competition, just know why. So that is very important, that the marketplace and the people we elevate into enviable positions, we elevate them to such enviable positions because they know why. It's very important. Your boss makes the much money they make because they know why. Why have we assumed this strategy for our organization? Why do we want to enter into this market? Why are we expanding to this region? Those are the individuals that we pay much more. So it's important for us, depending with where this video has caught you in your business, in your craft, in your career, in your vocation, wherever this video has gotten you, my question is this: how equipped are you as an individual to constantly arrive at decisions? Particularly if you can make sound decisions, you will be rare. You will be rare in the marketplace. So if there is anything that all of us need to constantly evaluate and to constantly grow and to constantly build, is the capacity in you to make decisions. Whether it's a bad decision, then you own up. You take responsibility. What separates boys from men is men assume responsibility over their actions, over their inactions. Men assume responsibilities over their choices, over their lack of choices. Boys will always complain. Boys will always blame someone else. So if you ever identify someone where you live or someone where you work who is constantly blaming other people, who is constantly petty in their reasoning, chances are they have not grown. So the only two indicators that all of us have are those two important phrasing. Do I know how to arrive at decisions? Am I that individual that can arrive at a decision and I stand on what I've decided? That is the most rare form of resource in the marketplace. That resource is constantly in high demand. There are two words that have helped me to arrive at decisions. These two words, I have gathered them in the passage of time, in the process of appearing at the marketplace, making numerous mistakes. But these two words have helped me over time to arrive at decisions. Important and urgent. Whenever you are faced with a matter, the most important thing to ask yourself, this thing that is facing me today, is it an important task that I should consider? Is it an important thing that I should consider, or is it urgent? I have come to observe that sometimes things are important, but they are not urgent. Sometimes things come and they are very urgent, but they are not important. So how does Mr. Ogwang make my decisions? I rely on a variation of these two words. I always look at what is important and urgent. What is urgent and very important. So if I am faced with a decision, a choice, a course of action, some activities, I always ask myself, is it something that is important and very urgent? Then I do it. If something is important but not urgent, I will suspend it. That suspending it should not be confused with procrastination, because I have observed that we are always in scarcity of attention. Things will always come to steal your attention. So it's upon you to stand at the door of your decision making and say, no, that thing might come across as important, but that thing is not urgent. That thing might be very urgent, but that thing is not important. So from today, allow me to gift you this resource for arriving at decisions. From today, I want you to seriously consider these two words whenever you are making any decision. Is it important for us to expand into this market now? Is it urgent for us to expand into this market now? Is it important for us to entertain funding now? Is it important for us to expand, to grow? Is it important for me to start dating now? Is it urgent? Is it important? Is it important for me to have kids now? Is it urgent? Is it important? Is it important for me to buy that car now? Is it urgent? Is it important? So in order for you and I to constantly, and it will require a lot of you participating, a lot of you constantly working it out. It's important that you consider that you will be constantly working it out, because we need to practice our decision-making muscles. You need to practice your decision-making acuity, that as you improve it, then the quality and the pedigree of the decisions you're making also will improve. So it's important that from today, whenever a decision or a choice or some set of actions approach you, just hold back and ask, is this thing important? Yes, it might be important. Is it urgent? No. So anything that is important but not urgent is a distractor. So that is something that comes to steal your attention. This is how I arrive at my decisions. If it's something that you consider you'd want to borrow, go ahead, borrow. Let us constantly work out our decision-making muscles. My name is Ogwang. I am the principal at Franchise and Licensing Institute. If you have made it this far, I would wish to ask you for one thing. Kindly consider following. We want to make this the coolest online channel that people learn intellectual property. Intellectual property works. The question is this: do you know how to work your intellectual property? My name is Ogwang, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. God bless, and bye-bye.